Thinking about buying a franchise? Then the How to Buy a Franchise show is just for you. Here's your host, Dr. John Hayes.
Hi, I'm John Hayes with the How to Buy a Franchise show. We're at the International Franchise Expo in New York City. This event, largest expo in the United States, occurs every June, usually Father's Day weekend. You can get info at ifeinfo.com. My guest is William Fowler, with one of the founders of Xpresso Delight, a new franchise, an emerging franchise company. So we're going to spend some time talking to William about this business, what it's all about, and how it might make sense for you. Welcome to the program.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Good to have you.
So, what's Xpresso Delight? First of all, let's begin there.
Okay. So you have your typical office environment, mostly, let's say, a private equity, hedge fund, investment banking firms, and they have coffee that's there. And most people have those automated machines. So what we do is we have this $7,000 European machine that we bring for free, put in there for free, but it's our proprietary blend of coffee that is an outstanding blend that we have that for roughly the same price, they have their options of espresso, macchiato, cappuccino in the office. So it's kind of like a cafe experience that they get, and a lot of the bigger companies are moving this direction anyway.
So you don't have to run out to the cafe three times a day to get your fix.
Well, that's the big thing that we've been finding out. With a lot of the owners have been calling us of these trading firms or whatever law firms, saying that their productivity has been increasing because their bigger people are staying on the floor and in the office.
Yeah, great. So how long have you been doing this business?
So we're just over 3 years now. And we first we proved out the New York City model.
Okay.
So we have over 60 locations just in New York City, which was a hard to prove out. And now we're expanding to the other
60 locations where your machines are installed.
Yes.
And that's one franchise area if it was a franchise.
Yes.
But it's your corporate area.
Yes.
Okay. So now you're going to franchise this
business. And we did that just over a year.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
And now you're going to franchise this business, Xpresso Delight, and you haven't sold any franchises yet because you just finished your FDD, the franchise disclosure document. But can you tell me what's in the FDD? For example, what's it going to cost me if I want to be an Xpresso Delight franchisee?
Great question. Well, we have two models. One is the area developer model that we have where you can buy the territory that we've priced very inexpensively in order to expand. And then for a franchise, it's going to cost you somewhere around $60,000 to $80,000, and that would include the purchase of the machines along with some marketing material, our support, proprietary software.
So $60,000 to $80,000, I get a territory that I can install Xpresso Delight machines. Am I limited in how many I can install, or I can? Okay.
Nope.
And how big of a territory do I get? It's got to have a lot of businesses in the territory.
Yes, that's how we do. We do it preferably by NIC codes.
Okay.
So we look at the amount of NIC codes that are there and make sure they have employees greater than 30 employees, so that we can fulfill the minimum amount of coffees that have to be sold. So you don't have necessarily defined territory. What you do is the amount of businesses versus just streets.
And then is it door-to-door salesmanship? Somebody going in and offering the Xpresso Delight machine? And
we've designed digital platforms, marketing platforms that we utilize, as well as we have some salespeople that we train and use. We have a call center. We've centralized billing for everything.
And will you do the centralized billing for the franchisees?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
How difficult was this to get 60 installations in New York City?
Very difficult. Yeah. But we went right for the top one knew we wanted. So we focused directly on the concentration, the penetration, knew exactly what we want, knew exactly who our clientele was, went directly to them, and went right to the decision makers.
Okay. So for $60,000 to $80,000, I can have my own territory.
Yep.
Work out of my home, or work out of my car, or work out of a shared office, or...
Well, that's the best part, is it gives you your lifestyle, because we service the machines 1 hour per machine per week. So if you have 10 machines as a franchisee, you're only doing 10 hours of servicing, plus let's say 5 hours of paperwork. So you're about 15 hours, and you have a nice, according to item 19, we have a nice, profit.
Yeah, and so what is in your item 19? It's your corporate experience, your store.
The corporate experience has been an average volume of about 260 cups per week per machine that we've had, and our price is roughly around 70-80 cents per per client.
Okay, so I can't do that math, but 260 times 70.
Roughly on a basis, each machine costs you're making back your money within a year on each machine, and then after that, it's pure cash flow.
It's all cash flow. Yeah, that's great. So,
for a minimal amount of work.
Yeah. Who's going to be a franchisee? Who do you want to attract as your franchisee?
Right now, I mean, the supply is millennials. I mean, that's a huge supply that's out there. We're also looking at a lot of multi-unit guys that are area developers. So the area developer model is very enticing because we were giving these territories for a median cost of, say, $150,000, and with that, they have a development schedule to put out 15 machines per quarter, which develops tremendous cash flow for these guys. And it's mostly multi-unit type people. The franchisee level, again, it's like the millennial type, the professionals that want an alternative to sitting at a desk for 60 to 80 hours a week.
Yeah. So the coffee that you're selling, it's your own brand.
Yes.
So that's where you're getting your markup. You're making money out of that by selling just that brand.
Yeah, it's a small markup.
Yeah. And is it good coffee?
Yes. We've done taste tests, and it came over. It was designed in Australia, but the beans are from different parts of the world.
Yeah.
And the proprietary blend, it's in Australia. They have a better palate than we do here.
Yeah.
So the coffee that we have here now, after drinking it, it's not that good. So it doesn't have a bitter taste at all. It's very smooth. It's an excellent coffee. Once people try it, they don't take the machines out.
Yeah. You haven't taken any of the machines out.
No, that's what happens. So the guys call the next guy and say, "Hey, you got to get this. Put this in your office now."
So where are you going to do training of your new franchisees? Where will that happen?
In New York City.
And for how long?
It depends if it's an area developer or a franchisee. Area developer, area developer actually on site. We're at their location.
You're going to their location.
Franchisee comes to New York, and let's say it's about a week to 2 weeks
of training.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the long end. We can do it shorter for those guys that are running quickly.
All right. And then do you collect a royalty?
Yeah. Yes. Price per cup. So we charge them a couple cents per cup.
Okay, great. And all that billing is done? Is the royalty taken out automatically?
Yep.
So the franchisee doesn't have to worry about a checkbook or sending you a royalty payment or transferring funds or anything like that.
And we have a nice sliding scale too. So the more coffees you do on a volume basis, the lower your royalty.
Yeah. Okay.
Which incentivizes them to buy more machines, to put it out there, to get more coffee.
And then how expensive is the machine, and how heavy, and how anything laborious about dealing with the machine?
I guess the only thing was making sure you have certificates of occupancy, certificates of insurance in New York City with these to get into that building. But it's not that heavy. I think it's about 50, 60 pounds. It goes on a cart. Retails for about $7,000, but we get discount because we buy in bulk.
And the franchisee then, or the area developer, who's ever installing, buys the machine or they have to buy 5 at a time, or?
Yeah. Well, they'll start out with 5 or 10. If it's an area developer, they start out with 15 and they buy 15 per quarter. But that cash flow builds quickly.
Yeah.
If it's a franchisee, they can start with 5 or 10 right in the beginning, and then they'll see that cash flow immediately and they'll start to purchase more.
Okay. And is the plan to franchise just in the United States for now?
Well, actually, this came out of Australia.
Okay.
So it started as an Australian franchise. And in Australia and New Zealand, they have over 200 franchisees.
Wow.
So then we designed and developed and brought the founder over here, and now together with Ben Latalian, myself, Nigel Lee, and the founder, we have now created a U.S. franchisor, and
very good.
So we'll be doing that throughout the 50 states here.
So you have a partner involved in this as well, not just the Australian, but somebody in the United States.
Correct.
I think his wife had a child, maybe.
Yes. But he's from Australia. He was an area developer in Australia.
So he knows the business.
And then the founder tapped him on the shoulder to start here, and then he found me, and I came to Ben.
Okay, well, great, good. Well, I think this is exciting. I did an interview with Ben earlier where we talked about how often franchising is being used in non-food, and this is beverage, so it's not really food, but in the non-food industries. And it's more than people realize, because franchising isn't just McDonald's or it isn't just fast food. It provides lots of opportunities for people at all price entry points that gives you the opportunity to own a business when you might not have thought that was ever possible before. Xpresso Delight might be the perfect business for you. If it is, we would like to put you in touch with those folks. Let us know about that. Please look for my forthcoming book, 12 Amazing Franchise Opportunities. It'll come out in the fall of 2017. 12 different franchise companies will have the opportunity to tell you about their business, their offering, and why you might want to become one of their franchisees. Look for that book and look for other interviews on the How to Buy a Franchise show. I'm John Hayes. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you for listening to How to Buy a Franchise Show. If you want immediate assistance, visit howtobuyafranchise.com to contact Dr. John Hayes for a free consultation.